talk a lot about like postcode wars and how it's not right and things like that.
Yeah.
But then you've got a tattoo.
Yeah.
That mentions the postcode.
Yes.
So do you think that sort of contradicts a bit?
Not in any way, because to me, how I see it is I've got the postcode on me.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
The Lebbie podcast is the best podcast in the area, and you can't change my mind.
Before we came in, we were literally in floods. It was like Hurricane Katrina.
Bro,
today.
this weather has been
weather,
crazy.
and honestly, every time before like our last 3 guests, it's always been the same. There's always like floods. I don't know why.
It literally happens just as
It literally
arrive.
happens just as you arrive.
It's
Like
not getting any better.
it wasn't raining that much, and then when you arrived, it's just like you brought the rain
Boom,
with you.
yeah, I know.
Yeah. Was it raining a lot in
Yes,
Mountie?
it's flooding at the moment, like
Oh,
really
really?
badly.
Yeah, I know. I heard it's really bad in some areas. Like
Yeah, it was
So
flooding
this
in
is a good
Queensland as well.
escape.
this is a little bit
Yeah,
of an
we
escape. I
moved
mean,
from
it's
it.
still here that it's bucketing down.
Yeah.
But how like it was so hard to find the apartment as well because
Yeah, no, my mom and I got lost. And she was like, just go to the other one. And we were like, no, it's this one. No, it's that one.
and
Yeah.
you're like Instagram like FaceTime,
Yeah.
and I'm like, show me where you are, and I'm showing her where I am, and
And
like
we
we're
both
trying to
look so
compare.
similar. That's what
And
it's
it's
so
like
and
we're literally in
the
the
rain
same
just
spot.
increases the panic by 100.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I felt like we were in the same spot, and I'm like, where are you? But you're like literally in the
It was
next.
like a movie, bro. It was like,
like a
you know
movie.
those intense moments. Like,
Yeah. And we had to like come inside, and we're like all drenched.
Yeah, it was-
Shit. With the
I'm
bathroom and
soaked. But you know what? This is a style.
It is.
This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
gonna be the new trend.
It looks like
the wet
just-
hair look.
It looks like you just came out of the shower.
Yeah.
It was like a mermaid or
So
something.
yeah, it was meant to be. Imagine a mermaid.
Yeah, you were a mermaid.
ripping it.
All right, guys, welcome back to the best podcast in Australia. Yeah, this time it's
Wow.
Australia.
Wow.
Look, you got to dream big. You got to manifest it. You got to say
We
it
went
so
from
it
area to
happens.
Australia
You know?
pretty quick.
We took a week off. And obviously we had a very busy week. And a lot of people think that we do like the podcast full time. They think like we're Joe Rogan or something. Like if I was doing the podcast
Bro, I
full time,
wish.
Do you?
no, I don't.
time?
I wish
Oh,
I did, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's my dream. That's literally like my end goal to one day just quit my job
Yeah.
and just be doing the podcast
But
for the
you
rest
guys
of my
are
life.
really good at it.
I swear, like
I
that's
enjoy.
the
I
end
enjoy
goal.
it. Like making conversation. with
Imagine
people.
being able to talk shit for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt the podcast, guys, but we have a word from our sponsor. Yes, the Lebbie podcast is sponsored by Manscaped.
You know how it is, Manscaped, bro. You know
your
how
balls
it
will
is.
thank you.
You know the
so
vibes.
we have a very important, the performance package 4.0 by Manscaped has arrived, and oh man, it's worth the wait. I mean, it comes with all this stuff. Look,
Yeah, this
where do we
package
start?
is like insane. Like the amount
It's
of stuff that
crazy.
comes
Like
in it.
this is a man's dream.
great.
I mean, even if you're a female, maybe it is your, but it is called Manscaped.
It's your man's dream.
It is
It's
International Women's Day, so women can sort
Is
of get
it?
involved.
Oh, shit.
And if you have a partner, if you have a, your father, your brother, your son, whatever, they would love this. They would appreciate
I don't know
it,
if
man.
it's the best thing to get you.
I mean, if you're a female and you get your father ball deodorant, it's kind of weird. But
Yeah,
but
just
you
a
know,
little.
hey, but he'll love it. He'll probably love
Hey,
it.
it's 2022.
So we got the body wash. We also got the deodorant. We got the lip balm. We got the Manscaped itself, the 4.0, which is
two-in-one
crazy.
shampoo and conditioner.
Yep. And what's that?
We got hydrating body spray.
Hydrating. Is that like deodorant?
It's like spray on hydration.
It makes your body hydrated. I mean,
Wow.
that's fucking crazy.
Man's got to keep hydrated.
And we have the 4th generation trimmer, which features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 has a 7,000 revs per minute motor. A new
I didn't even know
multifunction on
they
and off switch,
measured
and
they-
it's got an LED spotlight, so you need the light when you're in the. I mean, who the hell takes
Obviously,
a shower in
yeah.
the dark? But you never know. Sometimes
It could cut out. Look with the floods right now.
the
It could
floods
cut
right
out.
now, it could cut out.
How it could
The
cut
Weed
out.
Whack is also waterproof, so you can actually use it in the shower while you're showering. Also has ball deodorant, and before leaving the house, everything has got you covered here. So literally, you don't need anything else besides this Performance 4.0 package to keep everything fresh, from your hair to your body to your lips to your fucking underarms.
Balls.
Everything.
Everything's
Balls,
gotta be
I don't
fresh.
care what it is.
You
So
gotta keep
guys,
fresh.
we have an offer for you. So Manscaped has partnered with us to give you a 20% discount. So all the Lebbie listeners, you go to manscaped.com, you get 20% off plus free shipping. So that's 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. Your balls have been through enough
Code's
this past
Lebbie.
year.
The
Treat
code's
them
right
with-
here.
Sorry, I was doing the catchphrase. Your balls have been through enough this past year. Treat them with the best tools for the job from Manscaped. Now let's get back to the podcast. And you get paid for it and you just sit back and
Can't complain.
you don't have a
honestly.
job.
Yeah.
But guys, we're back with an amazing guest today. Mountie's very own Queen, Christine.
Hello. How are
Is
you?
your last name, so is it
It's
Abadi?
Abadi.
Oh, because the
Yeah.
whole time I used to
Abadi.
think it was Badi.
I thought it was.
Badi?
Yeah.
I
I
thought it
get
was
a lot of people-
Christina Badi or something.
Yeah, I
Oh,
thought it was
no.
Christina Badi.
Everyone says that. It's fine.
Far out.
Yeah.
But you're Egyptian because your mum was
Yes.
just like talking Egyptian to me, and I was like,
Egyptian Sudanese. Yeah.
Egyptian Sudanese.
I love how she's sitting like this.
Yeah. She's
Can't
like
cut
trying
it.
to
No
see
pressure, no
if you say
pressure.
anything wrong, you know, like
She's like, no
trying to give
swearing.
you a check.
Like, make sure you don't swear or anything.
No,
I'm like,
just don't swear. That's,
It might
that's the main thing.
swear.
Are you allowed to
Friendly.
swear at home or
no.
say if your mum hears you swear?
When she sees like,
But doesn't she see your videos?
yes.
Does she like say
She
anything
keeps
about?
giving me looks when I swear. That's why it's
So
like,
does she see your videos and she's like,
Yeah.
yeah, when
it's
you
like
swear?
it's like being in a hot seat when
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
like watching and you're like, oh.
That's like my parents as well. Like they literally watch
Yeah.
every single one of my videos.
Yeah.
And they show
they-
family members
And they
like
show
on
family
the
members.
spot.
That's the worst on the group chats as well.
On the group chat, they
So
said
They
you're.
put you on the
embarrassing.
spot.
I'm sure you
Yeah.
get a lot of that,
Yeah,
like people
a
sending
lot
you
of
videos around.
sending stuff on the group chat, and
Yeah.
then church people being like, "I know you," and I'm like, "Please don't." send
Church
this-
people. So
Yeah.
they're like, oh shit. You're
Like,
like,
don't send it to the priest.
you don't want them to see like that side of
Yeah.
you. But
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
all right. I
yeah.
mean, that's people. Some people like worry
If
about
they see it, they
people's
see
opinion,
it. It's
but
alright, you know.
that's how I was at the start. But I don't
Yeah.
really care anymore.
Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
So you came down to, as we'd say, op territory, but you're
Oh.
like from
Not even off area.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I've never been here before.
what, like
Yeah.
But have you been to like Bankstown sort of area?
Yes.
Do you go there a lot?
No, hardly.
okay.
But I feel like it's so funny because the third time I've ever been to Bankstown,
Yeah.
I just saw yesterday at the shopping center.
Oh, really?
Wow.
And then when I was in the city going like to Luna Park,
Yeah.
yesterday was also there.
Oh, really?
Wow, what a
Yeah.
coincidence.
So you keep
like-
bumping into her?
It's the craziest coincidence. Yeah.
Why is that?
That's-
I thought you
No
guys
clue.
hang out and stuff.
Nah. Like
But you guys know each other.
yeah,
Yeah.
I always like see her around, but like because we live so far from each other,
Yeah.
we hardly like always like
I
hang
know.
out.
I mean, Mountie from here is like,
Yeah.
it's not that far if you think about it, but like just
Oh,
the
and peak-
thought of like
peak
the
traffic is pretty far.
Yeah, it's like peak
Yeah.
traffic. It'll be so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah.
It's like 40 minutes away.
Yeah, 59. Give or take a few. Yeah.
The 27, the 27.
The 27. That's
which we're gonna get into, but
Yeah.
before we get into that, I just wanted to say, like, you're one of those TikTokers that has like one of the strongest like work ethic on the app. Like, I'm being dead set. Like you post
Thank you
like
so
3
much.
videos a day
Yeah.
with like
consistently.
non-stop consistency, and you've got to where you are now. How many followers are you on now? Like, you're on like millions.
1.8.
1.8.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
Thank God.
You
That's
shot up,
absolutely
man.
great.
Like,
you really
Wow,
shot up,
that's-
and that's like
Thank you so
congratulations
much.
on that.
Oh,
Honestly,
you guys are so sweet.
no, because
They really did their research.
no, we really did. Well,
Nah, yeah.
Even before, like I got you on the podcast. I've always watched your videos,
Nah,
and I
respect.
love them because it's like it's so relatable. It's like it's similar. It's kind of because I do skits as well.
Yeah.
But your ones are
Yeah.
like so relatable,
You
and
do
it's
the
like
good ones too with
Yeah.
the Gucci hat and
Yeah.
everything. I
his
love
I do
that.
like the
that
little
little Maui
Aussie
character.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you do like a similar thing as well. But you do like Arabs because you're Egyptian, right?
Yes.
So Arabs, I feel like a lot of them are similar. I know there's
Yeah.
Lebos, there's Egyptians, there's Iraqis.
We
there's
all
Syrians.
have like the attitude as well.
the Arab attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you film a lot of like your skits and stuff in the park and that.
It's all in the
so
park.
funny.
It's so funny because like when the kids come out of the school and they
Yeah.
see me, I'm like, oh god, I should film earlier than the
Do you
school
ever get
hours.
caught like while making a video?
Yes.
And
Some
do you
year-
stop or do you continue?
No, I just keep going. I'm
Oh,
just like,
that's
I'm
badass.
so used
That's
to
confident.
it
I don't know
at
how
this
you can do
point.
that, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? I respect that because like I worry a lot about people what they think because like
Yes.
especially filming in
Yeah,
public,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like I've done a few
You,
skits.
bro,
in
you
public.
used to remember when restaurants would like hit us up sometimes, and
Yeah.
you'd like get nervous in the shop.
I
You do
would
a
get
skit
so
in the restaurant.
nervous, like literally. Oh my
Yeah.
god!
You gotta act
People
like
like
Maui
when
and shit.
because I think about what people think and I'm like, but you should just be yourself.
Yeah.
Really?
Is it weird that like I feel like I'm more comfortable filming at a park than my own house?
That's weird.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, 'cause
actually
I'm
weird.
That's like
so
next
that
level
used to
confidence.
it.
Why
Yeah.
is that though? Like why do you prefer filming at a park?
I feel like it just gives me that space. Like I've always loved nature and like
Oh,
parks,
really?
just like the view, everything about it. I don't know how to explain it.
Wow.
It sounds so weird because
She's
everyone's
talking like it's like a forest,
yeah.
but it's still a
Nature.
park. Like there's still nature. There's just
Yeah,
Some
some
yeah,
park
yeah,
in
yeah.
Mountie or something.
You keep
Some
walking
parking
through,
lot.
you'll see Red Riding Hood.
Is there actually forest? Like is there like
Um,
Narnia there or something?
Not even Narnia. It's just like a little forest in the back. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Every
it looks
area
kind
has
of
that.
sus, so it works with the
Oh,
video.
really?
Yeah.
Do you ever worry though? Like, I mean, a lot of people give Mount Druitt like a bad
Yeah.
rap, but it's like it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
that bad.
It's
right?
not once you're there and like you experience it for yourself.
Yeah.
But for someone that lives like outside of it,
Yeah.
it feels like, oh, like I would never. That's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I have a friend who lives in like Castle Hill ways.
Oh, that's a bit different. Yeah.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
different.
And he visited Mountie for himself, and he was really scared.
Yeah.
But he
Really?
also was like taking photos with the Mount Jewett sign.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like,
yeah.
I'm Mount Jewett. And I'm like,
It's like a
It's
landmark.
It's not another
cool.
suburb. Like
Yeah.
literally, it's like, you know, it just gets a bad rap. Obviously, there's
of
some
course.
junkies there, right?
Yeah, no, a lot.
Yeah, a lot. But like, what do they
might
do?
have
Do they just ask you for $1?
That's what they'll
What
do.
do they do?
If it's like, it's not even like they're violent, they'll just be like, can I have a ciggy? Or like,
Oh, okay.
do you have like $1 for?
And
or
what
two
happens
for
if
a
you don't give them
chocolate?
$1? Do they knock you out or?
They just walk away.
Well,
They're
that's
like,
alright
they're
then.
like, oh,
That's
mate,
alright.
it's alright.
At least they're not like at least they're not like a Lebo from the area, you know, staunching
Nah.
up to you and stuff.
Yeah, look, I think Bankstown's a bit classier, but because we also have junkies, but they're classier junkies.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Much
they do classier drugs. If you know what I mean?
They classy at drugs, yeah.
You know what
And
I
they
mean?
dress classy.
And they dress classier,
Yeah,
like
they've
they wear
got the Gucci and
Balenciaga and
everything.
stuff, and Gucci.
Yeah.
But over
They're
there,
doing
it's
well.
like, yeah, it's like an
Yeah.
Aldi bag, and it's like
Yeah,
walking
the
around.
trolleys around.
Yeah. Have you seen this guy? He's called Shaq
Shaq
TV.
TV.
He's so
from,
good.
I
Oh,
think,
his character.
Doonside.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
He's
Op. No, I'm joking.
Yeah,
no,
he's-
no, I'm kidding.
he's a bit of an op, is he?
He's,
Like, but
nah, he's really talented. He's
especially
very
he does the
inspiring.
junkie.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
does the junkie.
He acts
so
really
with the
well,
woman's
man.
Yeah,
bag.
his acting
does
is
it good.
very
Yeah,
good.
like
yeah.
you see the way he does it for like, and you see people like that in Mountie, right?
Yeah, yeah, all
Like,
the time.
the
So
Sunnies
it's like
as well.
relatable.
Yeah.
My favorite video by him was the if Harry Potter what essays.
Oh, that was so good.
yeah,
That one. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Nah.
He
He's
does
so
the essay
creative.
so
But he's
good.
doing well for
Yeah.
himself. He's
Yeah,
also
yeah.
on YouTube now.
What got you started? Like, because I know you started a
Oh.
while back, but it's like, what made you just go like, I want to make videos and I want to just do skits and
It's
stuff?
so ironic because I started as a joke. Like my friend,
Oh,
her
okay.
name's Jillian. She
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, get on TikTok. It'll be like fun." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Nah, no thanks." And then
Yeah.
she's like, "Nah, download it. It's like funny." So I downloaded it and I was just like making fun of people. And I was like,
Wait,
I was
like,
like, I was going through and I
Making
was
fun
like,
of people on the app?
no,
or-
no, no. As in like I was going through it and I'm like, how does this
Oh,
all work?
okay, like making fun of
I
TikTok.
see like I
Yeah.
see like duets and all that. I'm like, what is this? It's
it
like
seems weird.
It's
at
so
the
much
start.
different to other apps like
yeah.
the
So
duet, the
different.
stitch, and like
Yeah.
No
everything
other
about
app
it.
has that.
And I think at the end or like around the end of 2019
Yeah.
and like 2020, I started filming during lockdown because I was like really bored.
Yeah.
And like none of them did well until like I did stereotypes.
Yeah, that does
And
so
then
well.
and then like
I don't know why. It does
everyone
so-
loves
does so well.
stereotypes.
I love
'cause it's
watching
so
that, yeah.
relatable. You stick to like a
Yeah.
culture and like you show that
Yeah.
and like other people can really like relate to it. I think
100%.
that's why.
I feel like the Arab stereotype as well does really well. I don't know why
Yeah.
people love making fun of Arabs.
Just
Yeah.
specifically Arabs.
I
like,
never thought like my videos would like blow up. I did
Yeah.
it for fun. I still do it for fun. Like you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like I even made a second account where I could just post.
I saw
random
that. I
stuff.
saw that.
I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
whatever.
Why did
Yeah.
you make a second account?
It's just a backup, but it's also just more me. More like
Oh, okay.
not the acting side,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
more just like random crazy stuff.
Because I was gonna say, like, sometimes you fall into that bubble where you're like, you just have to be a character, but you're like, I
Yeah.
want to show more of myself.
yeah.
That's why I started this podcast. Like, it's more. I know I'll do skits and stuff,
Yeah.
but people could see like the real me here.
Yeah, it's
and
very
that's probably the same
open.
with you. Yeah,
No,
like
that's really good.
with your second account.
Yeah, I'm studying. My mom's like, are you... My mom is sitting in the
She's
corner
like,
going,
what's going
Yalla,
on?
hurry up. I'm like, I'm filming.
This is,
Yeah, this is everything.
she's like, what's going
love
on?
that.
Yeah, di kulla
I
hal.
nah,
think
this is
before-
good. It makes
I
it more natural. I like this.
I think before we started, she was asking like, "Are we gonna sing?" She's like, "Are we
it's
gonna
cute.
sing?"
Nah, I
or
love
what?"
that. I love that.
Oh my
Wait, but
gosh.
do you sing like?
'Cause she
ever?
didn't know what like a podcast was.
I know it's hard to
Bless her.
explain. Like even to my mom, it's the
Yeah,
same thing. It's like,
yeah.
"What are you doing?" I'm like, "We're
Yeah.
just talking. We're having a
Nah, we
conversation."
just talk and
Yeah.
we film.
Yeah, it's just like an interview.
It's like, yeah.
This seems so weird to her. It's
Like, what's going on right now?
What is this?
Oh my gosh.
I'm dying, but that's like Arab parents. That's how they are. Like you try to explain something, but like
Yeah.
have you done actual like rapping or singing?
Um,
Because I know you've done like a
yeah, so I started rapping when I had a hip injury.
oh
Because,
okay
I did like a massive, like I did extensive exercise at the gym
yeah.
and I ruined my hip because it popped out.
How did that happen?
I was doing lunges and then my hip just like popped.
Oh, that's so. Oh my god.
So,
it's
like,
imagine
Yeah,
that.
painful.
I was on
That-
bed rest for like 7 weeks or 8.
What do you mean, like
Like,
bed rest?
I
You
couldn't
couldn't get up.
Get out of my bed.
Fuck, imagine
Wow.
that. That
Yeah,
would be
and
hard.
like I couldn't even position myself right because of my hip. And
yeah,
it would be hard because I sleep on my sides.
yeah, right.
Or you use your
Yeah.
hip a lot when you
Yeah.
walk and things
so
like that. It's just-
during
it's so
that,
hard.
I was so bored, and I kind of like really got inspired by like 1-4 at the same time.
Oh yeah.
And like I was like, why not give it like a shot, like a rap? And then I started like writing lyrics, and I had some on TikTok, but then I kind of like eventually like moved away from that and started doing more skits
Yeah, right.
because it was like more me.
But I think I saw one of them. I think I saw one of them,
Yeah.
and like the lyrics were good. Like it was a
Oh,
good rap.
appreciate
You know what I mean?
you.
Wasn't that
Yeah.
bad?
Can you give us a rap right now?
Oh god, no! You can't be
Freestyle,
like,
freestyle.
put
Can
me
we on the spot?
No,
In
I'm
front of
not
him,
gonna-
mum.
Give us a quick freestyle.
Imagine, no. Oh my gosh.
I'm from Downey County. you know, like
I would, but I'm not to that level.
I think. Look, if we put you on the spot right now, like it's hard. But if
Yeah.
if
If you write, I love writing down lyrics and.
so, do you just write even now? Like, do you?
Yeah, I
write-
still write, but I have like a booklet full of it, but I just haven't like.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's the thing about rapping. I think you either have it or you don't.
Yeah.
It's very hard to like.
Yeah, like especially with like
a lot of
lyrics
natural
and
talent.
technique. Like
Yeah.
for example,
lyrics.
Dave, you know Dave the rapper.
Yeah.
His
Oh, yeah,
lyrical
yeah.
technique is just
Yeah.
crazy. Like
Yeah.
I
next
think
level talent.
also it's just because like I used to get a lot of comments like, oh, you think you're a hard cunt because you're from Mountie and you're rapping, and I'm like, I've never seen girls rap from Mountie to
Yeah.
it. Like,
That's
why
so
not?
true.
You know
It's
what
like
I mean?
it's something different. I
It's
think
always
that's
the boys.
yeah.
you know?
I think that's the thing with people. A lot of people just look at someone that's doing something different or out of the ordinary, and they're like, oh, because I'm too much of a pussy to do that.
Yeah,
I want to put it on someone. I wanna make
exactly.
them feel bad for showing something
because they can't like.
because they can't do it.
Yeah, but that's
Exactly.
also what I think hate is all about. It's
Yeah.
basically just like you showing your own insecurities on other people that are more confident. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. I
It's
get what you mean.
sad,
Yeah,
but
100%.
yeah.
It's like you can't do what they're doing, so you just want to
Exactly.
bring them down.
Yeah.
and bring
People
them to
like
your
envy
level.
that
Yeah.
like confidence and like
You had a few like because I remember one distinct video, right?
Yeah.
You had a few videos that went out and people like were giving you hate for it.
Which one?
You know which one I'm talking? The one in the restaurant.
Oh, the
Yeah,
eating one.
The eating one.
Oh, I remember
I
that.
hardly read comments, but like
Yeah.
my friends
Like-
have sent me a few, and
Yeah.
We-
What happened there? Like, was it just like? I mean, to me, it was a normal video.
Yeah.
It's a skit, right? It's meant to be
Yeah.
comedy. It's meant to be
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
It's like obviously you're not gonna just
yeah.
do
No,
something.
I
You
get
know,
you.
it's something different. But like,
Yeah.
why do you think people did that? Like, why do you think people threw hate on that?
I think honestly, you see like a plus size girl eating, and you're like, oh, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, ew,
Yeah.
she's like slow down on the food. You take a
But
break while in
meant to be
between.
part of the video.
But literally,
People
that's
don't
not how I
understand that.
ate.
No.
Like during the whole time in the restaurant after that, it was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like for the video.
It was just quickly for the video, and that's what people don't understand.
And I
like,
got
it's
that from
a,
White Chicks, the movie.
exactly,
scene.
yeah. It's meant to be like
That's
a
a
funny
fun-
movie
I think
scene.
some
yeah.
people haven't seen that. It's probably
Yeah,
it's
they
the
didn't.
people
They
that
didn't
haven't
get the
seen it.
joke. I think the joke just went over their head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
the thing. Like you did that for like 10 seconds. It's not like you
Yeah.
constantly eat like that.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
it
I
was
mean?
full on like it was like we had to set up the table and everything, and then but filming that was also like I think a bit harder because like there was someone's birthday party,
Oh,
and then we were like, all right, 3, 2, 1, go, and then they were filming, and I was like, oh, I don't want to like put the attention on me because it's someone's birthday.
oh, right.
But then the person from the birthday knew me.
Oh,
then
okay. So that's
we
normal.
took
Yeah,
photos
that's
after
fine.
we talked.
Yeah, that's
we like
fine.
hung out, and then I was
Yeah.
like, all right, happy birthday.
Yeah,
Smile
yeah.
while you still have teeth. You know.
But you know what? That's so true. But I feel like it's a lot of confidence. Like
Yeah.
doing this stuff, people don't understand. It takes a lot of confidence. Like
and
I
a
had
lot
to
of
do.
effort.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of
even
effort.
with what you guys do, I'm pretty sure the editing, like.
Oh
is
yeah, it's
crazy.
he knows. It's
Yeah.
it's
a
a
whole
lot of
production,
effort.
yeah.
But yeah, like the confidence behind it is a big thing. And I remember when I was doing a skit similar to that, but at a restaurant as well. I was so embarrassed of what people were gonna think. But at the end of the day, who cares?
Who cares?
People are gonna judge you anyway.
You
no matter
die.
what
like
you
do what you want to do. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
Like
Exactly. Like, you're
that's
on-
why you're on the earth for a reason. Like you know what I mean?
You only live once.
You're
Like,
here
Yeah.
temporarily, so like just go for
Exactly.
it.
life is
Yeah.
so short to just sit there and dwell on every
Exactly.
little thing.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
How do you cancel out? How do you sort of cancel out the bullshit?
Honestly, if I'm being like very honest with you guys, like ages ago, I saw this video on YouTube. I'll send you the link. I don't remember.
Yeah.
It. But it was a painting
Yeah.
that was very popular, and in the painting there was farmers. There were people like there were ladies outside like putting the clothes up on the line,
Yeah.
and then there was a person drowning in the water.
Yeah.
And no one was caring like for him. Everyone was
About the
doing their
person
own
drowning.
thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like in a way, if I was to like symbolize it, it's like what you do, you're too busy thinking, oh, what do other people think of me if I dress this way, a certain way. Like people aren't like people are too busy in their own lives to care about like your own stuff. So like your own insecurities is not how people see you. You know what I mean?
100%.
If I was,
Yeah,
like,
I
to,
get what you mean. It's like
represent
people
it.
people like don't care.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, like whatever you do, just think about it. People don't care. People have their own lives. So if
And
you're
their
gonna
own
sit there and do
insecurities.
and their
too.
own
Yeah,
insecurities.
they're focused on
Yeah.
that, not your own.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
No, that's
that
actually
resonates,
a
like,
really
a
good
lot
way to look
now,
at it.
yeah.
To be honest.
And honestly, I lived life like that, like the same as the representation of the painting. Like,
Yeah.
do your thing. Don't worry about others.
Can I want to see this painting.
Yeah, I'll definitely like
Yeah.
send you a link. It was
Because
so
I actually want
inspiring.
to see it. Like it's
Do you know the YouTubers Be Wise?
Be Wise. No.
No,
would
I'll
Be
definitely
Wise?
send it. It's
Probably
so great.
I don't know.
Do they do
No,
like?
not sponsored.
Oh, guys, go
Shout out
check
to
them
Be
out.
Wise.
Subscribe. I
Yeah.
think this
We
mic. I
need
think it's
sponsors.
a bit-
Yeah.
I just want to put it a little
That's
bit
okay.
down,
Is that good?
just so we can see your face better
Oh.
Yeah.
on that camera. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, it's perfect.
I feel like I'm social distance.
Guys, this is such a like. I love this podcast.
Yeah,
it's so
it's
raw.
like- it's
like,
raw. No,
it's
it's
like everything's happening as it happens. But I wanted to
Yeah.
ask as well, how do you stay motivated? Because
Oh god.
like I want to go back to your work ethic. Like you were
Yeah.
posting 3 videos a day. I know you enjoy it, right? I know you enjoy
Yes.
TikTok, putting out skits and stuff. But even to someone that enjoys it, it gets very draining. It gets to the point where you're like,
Yeah.
oh, you know, like you
have
got to keep
those
going.
days,
You have those
yeah.
days.
With
Like,
every content creator, it's always like that. It's
You-
like you have those days where you want to just like rest.
yeah.
You're like too lazy. Last year, it was crazy. It was like when I first started like TikTok, I would post 3 times a day nonstop.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah,
For the
like
whole
3
year.
times a day, every single day, and
Yeah.
that's so.
Wow.
That's
And
why
it-
you
and
are
it
where
was
you are.
until this year where I was like, you miss a day, it's all right. Like you don't have to like put pressure on yourself to post. And I was like, but I still have that mentality where if I like rest for like 2 days or something, I still have to post the next day. It's always
right.
like I still have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all
Why do you
about
think?
like
Why do you think
the
you
brain.
you feel like that? Is that do you feel like it's an
It's
obligation,
all
or do you
about
feel like
consistency on TikTok, unfortunately.
that's what it is? Because if you stop for even like a week, sometimes
Yeah.
your engagement can drop
Yeah.
so much.
Low,
TikTok's
yeah.
about quantity a lot. Like I feel like that's how you blow
But I
up.
feel like
Just
that's you
post
worked out the
consistently.
algorithm in the way where you're like, okay, if I post 3 times a day consistently nonstop,
Yeah.
it's gonna get
Yeah.
me somewhere, and it did. Like it paid
Yeah.
off in the end. You know what I mean?
No, but I thank God for everything because I did not expect
Yeah.
where I am. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've always taken it as like for me and like my own entertainment. But also, I was gonna stop making TikToks when I hit 10K,
Why is that?
and then because I was like, oh, like everyone thinks I'm doing it for like following. But then I was like, nah, I think I'm gonna stop there because like also with uni work and all that. And then I was having like one of those days at uni where like I was so drained from what I do, like from the studying. The studying was fine. It was just that I was doing teaching at the same time, and I had to do a maths exam and an English exam to pass. And I was like trying to do it. I was trying to be an art teacher,
Okay.
so I was
yeah.
like, what does maths have to do with it?
yeah,
And
yeah.
I kind of like felt really low, especially with like social media. I was like posting less. And then I had this DM from this person, like she was a girl and I think she was like 12 years old. And she's like, I had the craziest day at school and it was the worst. And like I'm going through like family stuff. And she's like, I watch your videos all the time after school to feel happier, because she was getting bullied
Wow.
at school. And like when I read that, like when I tell you, I just started crying, and I was like, I'm not gonna just do this for like entertainment. I'm gonna do it for other people, like
Oh wow.
to seek, like as an escape as
yeah.
well.
That's what a lot of
That's what
people don't
TikTok
realize
is. It's like
that.
an
Like
escape from
as
reality.
a TikTok
Yeah.
content creator, people don't realize that. They think, oh, it's a lot about views, it's a lot about engagement.
It's really not.
But the main thing and as you just said, the main thing that keeps you going and what makes you feel like it's worth
People.
it in the end is the people.
Yeah.
Like even if you're not getting paid, you weren't getting paid at that point.
I wasn't.
You-
I was doing it
getting
for
paid,
fun.
yeah, for fun, exactly.
Yeah.
And even people that say it's about the money, what's worth more than money is someone telling you, you saved me through this time, or you
Yeah.
made
Yeah.
me feel better.
That stuff is priceless. Like,
Or
Yeah.
this video made my day, or like
You remember
Yeah.
that for the rest of your
yeah.
life.
There's
Yeah.
like some people that even say like some content creators saved their life, like to
Mm.
the point where someone was going to take their own life.
For mine, it was Shane Dawson. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
know him, but
think I do.
he used
Oh,
to
yeah,
do,
I've seen him on
he used to do
YouTube.
like conspiracy theory videos and all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I used to watch him way before. Like he was my escape from everything. Yeah.
That's why
It's
a lot of
crazy.
people watch these like content creators and
Yeah.
they watch these podcasts and things like that. It's like an
Yeah.
escape from, like they look forward to it every week. They're like their life is like so miserable or so
Yeah.
like tough, or just they're going through some hardship, and they're like, oh, every week, we get to listen to the Lebbie podcast for an hour, and it's like
yeah.
it's our little bit of an escape,
Yeah.
before I
And
sleep.
I love
or,
that.
while I'm working out.
You
or-
never think that.
No, you
Like,
never
in
do.
your
You're just like,
mind,
oh,
you're
okay, I'm
just
just doing
like,
this video,
yeah.
whatever. But
Yeah.
there is
You
people
never
out there.
stop and like think about what you've
Yeah.
accomplished.
Yeah.
You're always like dreading and like thinking about the negatives, but you hardly like stop and think, wow, I've got this much followers, this much influence.
Yeah.
I
Crazy.
think that really showed, because I had a collab with this business.
Yeah.
It was for eye contacts, and they didn't pay me. my friends were all like, no, don't post it. You're promoting them for free.
Hmm.
I'm like, honestly, that video was so funny and I just want to post it just for like the people, like just for entertainment.
Yeah.
Even if I wasn't getting paid for it, I still wanted to do it.
Yeah.
It hit 1 mil now.
Oh,
It's
wow.
almost at 1 mil. It's
Wow.
like
Free.
900,000 something. But then I still did it because
Hmm.
I thought this is more of an entertainment than just for money. Because I have a lot
Because
of
it's
like,
beneficial to you as well, obviously,
Yeah.
because you're providing entertainment, as you said.
Yeah.
So it's not just about always like
Yeah.
business promotion.
It's also about like entertainment, how people.
But in the
want
end of the
to-
day as well, don't you think that they got a bit of like they got a freaking massive bargain
yeah,
in that
but
way?
it's okay, you know.
It is okay.
It
You've done it
is
out of
what it
your-
is. That's
out
what
of
I
your
mean.
That would
nice
have been
heart.
cheering, but
They would have been
Yeah.
cheering
Fuck it.
because like a million views on TikTok is a lot.
Yeah.
For a business, that's a lot. But at the end of the day, as you said, you got a nice heart and you want to help people.
Yeah.
Like you want to make people's day. Maybe that business, they needed that. Maybe
Yeah.
it's like it's meant to be.
Yeah.
Everything happens for a reason.
And that's what it's all about. It's like even with any business, even a small one, you still want to like help them grow, like how
Yeah.
like creators grow. You know what I mean? It's like,
because a lot of people I've seen creators and I've heard stories where some creators charge like ridiculous amounts of money to a small business and
Yeah.
like they don't even put effort into the video.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So when you want to help a business, you want to actually get that money, but you want to put that money to
Yeah,
use. And
you
you want
wanna-
to sit there and actually like make that business, promote that business
Yeah.
and help it with like engagement and stuff. You don't
Yeah.
just want to take the money, give me $1,000 and I'm just gonna
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's all about that at the end of the day.
Exactly.
I want to talk about Mount Druitt.
Okay.
She's like, all right, this is my turn now. But yeah, like I want to, a lot of this postcode
Yes.
wars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot of it.
So you hear a lot, and obviously there was a really tragic event that happened where someone actually got killed because of postcode wars.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And
So-
multiple times, I think. I don't
A
think
lot of
multiple
times.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even to mates that like they're not even on the news, like you still hear about it, even if it's not on the news.
Yeah.
But with the whole postcode thing, so our area and our postcode is known for all the things that are negative. Everything, violence, fights, drug deals, all that. But I
Yeah.
wanted to change that. So like in a way, I'm proud of where I'm from because I used to get a lot of hate for being in an area like that. Or like you're not like rich, you're poor, you're like
Yeah.
ghetto. I used to get called a Mountie ganger, which is probably
Far
like
out.
it really did hurt.
For no reason, like just based on the fact that you live at Mount Druitt.
Yeah.
That's what's sad.
And I wanted to just change that. Like I wanted to put it on me and then rep it positively, not in like a negative way.
Yeah.
And I think it took a long time for people to finally realize that.
Yeah.
And I never see like girls do anything in Manny. Like girls that are seen on screen or girls that like want to like achieve something because I feel like it's all like it's more of the boys
That's true.
in Manny.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
It's like the
Yeah.
1-4, you got obviously the
They're amazing. They're
They're
but
amazing,
I
yeah.
never see like I never looked up to anyone like from a girl from Mountie. So I wanted to just do something. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
because there's a lot obviously the media plays a big role. Like they're always
Yeah.
showing like we talked about before
Houses and
junkies,
stuff, yeah.
houses,
Yeah.
people like that, and they're like, oh, that's the girls from Mount Druitt, that's the people from Mount Druitt.
Yeah.
But really there's people like yourself that actually like go out there and do something and have
course, yeah.
ambitions and
Yeah.
do something productive, not sit there and smoke whatever and do drugs and stuff. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you've never touched drugs,
I've
Well-
tried a little kush. Do you know what kush is like?
You can whisper it. You can whisper it.
You can whisper it to the mic because mum's
Yeah.
over there. But
No, but I haven't been drinking at all. I
Yeah.
haven't been doing any of that.
Yeah.
I've just been focused on career goals
Yeah.
and all that. And
But the media won't show
Yeah.
you that. Like they won't show you the
Nah.
good side of people from Mount Druitt or
Yeah.
people from Penrith or people from.
I think also just with my actions, everything's like, oh, she's a party girl and all that. Like
Yeah.
I used to like study in school, go to the library, and like not go parties.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I
and
would have
I'm
never
still,
guessed
like-
because you're very outgoing. And
Yeah,
stuff,
that's
so-
what. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I think it takes. Like when people realize that, they're like, oh, whoa,
Yeah.
like we didn't think
They're
that
shocked.
was you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, But yeah.
When you look at the postcode wars, and
Yeah.
you had something yourself, like you had a
Yes.
big incident yourself, and I remember
Yeah.
seeing it, and I was so shocked
Yeah.
to see that you actually like got stabbed.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk us through that day, like what happened? Do you want to
Um,
get into it, or do you not want to talk about it? It's up to you.
Oh no, I don't mind. I'm very like an open book, but
Yeah.
I was trying to defend a mate in an
Yeah.
area, and then while I was defending that person, I got also attacked.
Right.
So it wasn't like like postcode wars. People think
Wasn't
it is.
aimed at you, like it wasn't a direct attack at
It
you.
was just because I was protecting someone.
All right. And were you
And they
protecting
knew-
someone from a gang?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but
Right.
also like it wasn't. They knew me. They knew of me, and I think
Okay.
that was also. It was like, if they did something to me, that's a score. That's a point for them. Because it's
Oh.
all about like who wins what battle. in
It's even
these-
in songs like they say,
Yeah.
who got the last score and stuff like that.
yeah,
Right,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And I'm not about that. And like, I listen to 1-4, but like I'm proud of them because of how they've became big for our area.
So you're not just saying, "Oh, I'm 1-4 because I'm
No,
27 or
I'm
I'm
not even in 1-4. I'm not in a gang, guys.
Yeah.
But like, I'm just proud because they put Mount Druitt on the map.
Yeah.
They showed us, and even like, I don't know how to explain it. Everything changed now. Like even when YP came out of jail, for like he went to jail for like a very like an incident that happened
Yeah.
in the area, but when he got out of jail, his life has changed. Like
Yeah.
he talks about how he thinks about his life now, and it's
Yeah.
all about that. It's like they've completely like transformed from all that violence and gang stuff to their
Yeah,
life
because
now, their
obviously jail, I
success.
think when you get there,
Yeah.
it's like it's a long time to
Yeah.
reflect.
A
and it's
lot
like
of
you
time.
learn a lot, and
Yeah.
you're like,
I think if you look at 1-4, they're that successful that they're still not stuck in that, postcode wars and violence and stuff. But the ones
They've
that have
been-
failed, they're still stuck
yeah,
in that.
They've made it. They're not.
they've
about
passed. They're
that.
past that. Like
No,
they're
they're
on
above
the
that,
big
yeah.
stage now. They're
And I
on
feel
like
it's because they
overseas.
also got older. Like they
Yeah.
matured. Like everyone when they grow, they're so different from who they used to be.
100%. And
Yeah.
like eventually, as you said, you grow up. Like you learn that this stuff is not going to help you in the end.
Yeah.
Like what did we achieve from postcode wars besides death, violence,
Yeah.
and like drugs and just the
I mean, you
wrong
can't lie,
things.
but you achieved like good music, obviously, and
You did.
music
you
that
did.
came
I
out.
know.
But obviously, there's
But
the
some
bad
of the
side.
music, some of the drill music, obviously promotes the wrong image.
Yeah.
Yeah.
of
You know what I
course.
mean?
Yeah.
So
But at the same time, if you look at the music now, like it's so different from the old ones. It's not about shanks and shivs anymore.
yeah.
And it's about
It's so true. It's so true.
being successful.
Yeah. Because it used to be before there was a point where
Yeah.
it was always about like, as you said, shanks and shivs and doing
And
this
in a
and
way, if
ops
you
and this and that.
and in a way, if you look at the old videos compared to now, I think it's good that they showed that, because now that people that used to watch them see how much they've grown.
And they grow with them.
Yeah,
basically.
because they see
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
through all the violence and stuff, and how like now it's like, oh well, they're not even talking about like
Yeah,
all
so that actually like motivates people to change themselves.
Yes.
They're like, well, if 1-4's doing it, if
Yes.
if Christine's promoting the right image, I'm from Mountie. It's not
Yeah.
cool to be like a a gangster or do this.
It's
anymore,
more
you know?
about
It's
now
not.
like opportunity and just trying to succeed in life.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%, and
And
that's
everyone
the
can do
image that 1-4's portraying now, and you're
Yeah.
portraying.
Yeah.
I wanted to also ask you about the this might be a bit controversial.
Okay,
So
we love controversy.
a little bit of controversy.
Yeah.
I might put you a bit on the spot here, but
Okay.
it's up to you.
All right,
So
that's fine.
you talk a lot about like the ops and not the ops, but you talk a lot about like postcode wars and how it's not right and things like that.
Yeah.
But then you've got a tattoo
Yeah.
that mentions the postcode.
Yes.
So do you think that sort of contradicts a bit?
Not in any way, because to me, how I see it is I've got the postcode on me. How does my actions reflect what I do?
Okay.
So I have it on me. What does my actions show? Like I'm doing my own thing.
Right.
And you guys were talking about how like I do like TikTok, and we said that I do business and I do TikTok, and that's all I do. I'm
Right.
not like out there like shiving people or like swearing at people or saying 27 on top and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
You've
like,
got so you're
it's
trying to
there,
say you've got it
it's
just to
there,
represent
but
it.
just- yeah, to represent it
In a good
like,
way.
In a good way. of, like,
Okay,
it's,
right,
it's
right,
Mount
right.
Yeah,
Druitt.
That's perfectly
But
said.
it's
What I
not
think
like,
as well
Yeah.
is at least it's on your body, not on like vandalizing on some
Yeah.
train or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I meant. But like it didn't. It took a while
Yeah.
to come out.
We were in Doonside the other day.
Yeah.
Because we have a mate that
love
lives there.
Doonside.
It's
Yeah.
a nice
Yeah.
like it's nice. There's nice people there. So like
Yeah.
I had a mate who got married and he lives there, and like we were driving past this graffiti
Yeah.
and there was one that said like 27 on top.
Yeah, it was like 67, then
It was
27
like
on top.
67 and then 27 on top. And
I was like,
far out.
I didn't believe it was actually that. Like,
You actually
and when I
know
saw it, I
that?
was
I
like,
did.
what the fuck?
Where?
It's
In-
like I don't know where it is
Is that
exactly.
near
Doonside.
Doonside Station?
It's not far. It's not far from there, but it's like on the way to his house.
Like
and near a park
You
or something.
always still have those 12s that say stuff like that.
Yeah.
That still believe that mentality. I think
it's
that's
the ones
what
that are
it's
getting
sad.
killed are like 16, 17 or 15.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
like,
It's
they're
always the young ones. It's it's
That's
never
the sad
adults.
part. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like the postcode, right? It's owned by the government. It's a 4-digit number that's owned by the government. I wouldn't die for Bankstown. I wouldn't want to die for Bankstown. It's a shithole.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You die for family. You don't die
Exactly.
for anything else.
You wouldn't
For
die
sure.
for Mount Druitt.
No.
Just because, like, you know, it's a
If
4-digit
someone
number.
was
It's
attacking my
postcode.
mom, that's different. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like something like that. It won't be.
That's when it becomes like do or die. You know, when it's like
Yes.
family and family gets
Yes.
involved and stuff. But obviously, for a 4-digit postcode,
Yeah.
you can
Mine-
beat the
Makes sense.
postcode, you know
It's
what I
so
mean?
funny because when I got the first code, my mom was like, "Did you get it in case you're out of the area and like you're lost?
No
like,
way.
or like someone like so they know where you are."
So you remember your postcode. You know, when
Yeah, you're like,
when you're
"Oh,
filling out
yeah, I
forms,
remember it
you're
now."
like, oh, 277.
What was the
That's
postcode
What was
again?
it again? Yeah.
Well, that's the plus side. At least you don't forget it.
Yeah.
No, it's you. But the thing is with you're different. So you went with Mount Druitt and you sort of, I feel like you put it a lot on the map as well. Like you talk about 1-4 and people like that, but you put it on the map yourself.
Yeah.
Because like, especially being an Arab from Mount Druitt, we didn't know there was much Arabs from
No.
Mount Druitt.
No,
You know what I mean?
only just our church that has like a lot of Arabs, but
Yeah.
besides that, I hardly see Arabs around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more so like, because Bankstown, right? So Yisra had her whole 2200.
Yes.
But I feel like in
We're
a
gonna
way,
get into that, yeah.
we were,
Alright, King,
we were.
Alright.
So with Yisra's 2200, I feel like she was, this might be a bit controversial, but she sort of fluked it in a way.
How?
Because like she had one video that she's like,
I don't even
2200,
know all
brother.
you need to update me on the beef as well, because
Yeah.
like, I have no idea about
Oh, look, there's a few
Oh,
beefs.
a
There's-
lot.
Which beef?
There's a
Which
lot of beefs.
bonds and all that.
Oh man,
Yeah,
you can
Yeah.
we can talk for hours about this beef because there's so much beef.
it's always on my
involved.
For You page.
I know,
Non-stop.
but that's
screen
got to do with like
recordings.
the
Yeah.
lives and all the
Yeah.
drama with the lives. But with Yisra, she was like, with her video, it was like one video where she's like 2200, blah blah, Bankstown, blah.
Yes,
And
that
then
one.
that sort of blew up, and everyone started saying it. But it was sort of a fluke in a way,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Mm.
But if you look at yourself, it was more like you built that in a way.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, right? It's hard to.
It,
I'm
it
not
was
bagging
over,
out
it was
Yisra in any
over
way.
time. It was like
Yeah.
big growth, but it was a bit. It was over
And that's
time.
why
Yeah.
when she got the 2200 tattoo,
Yeah.
everyone kept tagging me. And
Yeah.
I'm like, let her do what the
Yeah.
hell she wants. You
Yeah.
know, it has nothing to do with me. And that's
It's
why.
very similar, but
Yeah.
it's like a
Yeah.
different postcode.
But it's
in a
like
way. Yeah.
she can do whatever she wants. Like it's
Yeah.
not like you can't do that. Like,
Nah.
scribble that tattoo off. You know what I mean?
It's not like you own that, like you know,
Yeah.
like putting a
And I
tattoo
think
of the
because of
postcode.
all the postcodes, everyone was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you know, 2200 and you're 2770. Like, aren't you
Yeah.
guys gonna fight?"
Yeah,
And then we like, I'm not gonna lie. Like when I met Yisra, I felt so similar to her.
Mm.
And she is the most like she's so humble in real life, and I feel
Yeah.
like all this is just clout, camera, and all stuff like that,
Mm.
just so that views can like do well. But Yesra in real life is something else,
Mm.
and I feel like no one's gonna understand that until they see it.
that's what I feel like. I feel like a lot of these videos that people see of her, like it's all a character, man.
Yeah.
Like 2200, that's all a character.
Yeah.
If people were to meet her in real life, they think like she's a different person because obviously everyone in real life is
Mm.
a different person,
Yeah,
and she has her own personality. But it's sad to say that people just want to see her when they record her. I've seen it. People
Yeah.
just go 2200.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it's not something you want to always be known for, right? You don't just
But
want
it's
to be known
gonna
for that.
eventually. I know that's gonna change for Yesra.
Well, I hope so. I hope so.
She's gonna eventually be like more of herself than because it's more like or just like you know what I mean. And then
Yeah,
it's
a lot of
then-
hype.
I think.
It's who you become.
Yeah.
Yeah, she should like change it up. She's still trying to hang on to that 2200, but I think if she changes it up and like
The remix was
herself.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that
was.
was-
It was.
Like, whoa, that's
That was
so
perfect
beautiful.
timing
timing as well.
good,
Like
but
it
it
just
was-
blew it up even more.
That remix was one of the best
Yeah,
remixes
I
I've
still
seen.
do like the dances.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
really, and she runs with it. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing. She doesn't take it to heart.
Yeah.
Like all the stuff that people comment on her, she uses it against them. Like she
Yeah.
just laughs it off.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are like, they're very like fragile with that. But Yisra's the type where like if someone gives her shit, like she'll use it against them
Yeah.
and she'll continue to.
Yeah.
Um,
But a lot of people always ask me, like, do you, from Mount Druitt, like the little, like the, like ages that are 12, 13, 15, all the boys come in like, oh, what's like the deal with you and Yesra? Like, are
Yeah.
you guys fighting? What's like the
It seems
beef
that way.
between her and Castro? And I'm like, I don't know any
I
of
got
these.
no
Like,
idea.
I live
Yeah.
under a rock. I live
Yeah.
like 45 minutes away from everyone.
Yeah.
It's like,
So you don't keep up with the beef.
no, I don't have time.
You should have a beef
It's hard to
yourself.
keep up with
Yeah,
as well.
but
like,
that's why I made the video with Yesra, like the fight one. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's what people
was good.
always wanted.
That
And
was-
I
that broke
like,
the
you know what? We're gonna give it to you guys.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
you
like
know
a
what I
collab
mean?
of the century. It was like,
It
Yeah.
literally is. Like that
Everyone
video broke
said
the
that.
internet.
Yeah.
When you like, you've got a lot of usos in your
Oh, yes.
in your area,
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
like
They're so sweet.
they're so nice.
They're
They
so
got the, like,
protective.
they are,
Yeah,
they are.
Yeah.
do you feel like you connect a lot with them?
Yes.
Like the usos. And
When I first like, I was scared like
Yeah.
to meet anyone,
Mm.
and like around after I started social media,
Yeah.
because like, you know, with all the
With all the like the clout and all that,
but
and it's like
the guys there are so nice, very
Yeah.
outgoing, and like they always like protect me.
Mm.
Like that night of the incident, I had 2 boys that wanted to come with me and protect me like that night.
oh,
And then they
wow.
were like, do you want us to come with you? And they were like literally like wanting to go. And
yeah,
I was like, nah, I got it.
yeah. That's
So,
the thing
like-
about the usos. They have very nice hearts. Like if they like you,
If
they
you're
really
family, you're
like you.
family. That's
Exactly.
It. Even you.
That's what I-
friend.
yeah,
Yeah. You don't want to be on the bad side of it.
Nah,
It's 5 Samoan guy like
You
you.
don't-
If you go to Mountie, they're not gonna be like, oh, they're up.
No.
Yeah, nah, they're
You
not.
know what I
Exactly.
mean? They're
100%.
gonna be like, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
do you wanna,
that's
like,
it.
do you want to cruise out?
And I've never met a bad one. Like you know, like they live so simple. as well.
Islanders are so sweet.
They're so sweet
so
because they live
sweet.
so simple. They're like, all right, they like KFC and they drive to Argos.
Yeah,
They're
like,
so humble. Yeah.
give him that
Crazy.
Vinger box and he's happy. bro.
Yeah,
He's a happy
they-
man.
You buy them a single box and
That-
oh my
they
god.
literally love that, and that's the beauty about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you have anything? Look, I had one more question. I had do you have a boyfriend?
Yes.
Did you want to like say it on the?
My mom knows.
Does she know?
Yes.
Yeah.
We talked about it during dinner and stuff.
Oh, like
Yeah,
recently
yeah.
or
Yeah, recently. Like
that's good.
she knew a while back, but then yesterday we were just talking about like how Valentine's Day was and all that. Like he's very
Was
caring.
it hard to tell your mum, or was it just like, oh,
Oh,
you got to be
the
honest?
wedding.
You gotta have
Yes.
the talk. You just
Tell her the
It
truth.
was as like an Arab, you're meant to marry
Yeah.
an Arab. That's it. Like cultures similar, khalas.
That's
it.
the
Tick,
hard
tick,
part.
tick,
That's
baby,
how my
that's
mum
it.
is as well.
Yeah, and then it's the next
It's the
future.
same thing.
Generation. But it was hard at first. And she hasn't met him yet because like I'm like, Mom, it's too early to
Yeah,
meet
yeah.
him. But yes, he's really sweet. And in the beginning, I was kind of testing him. I was like, oh, you know, what would I do if what would your reaction be if I deleted everything and just, you know, lived like a normal life, like away from
Away from social media,
and
yeah.
all that. He's like, if it makes you happy, I respect that, do it.
That's what
And
you
I was
wanna
like,
hear,
okay,
100%.
you know what? He's genuine.
Mm.
He's not
Like a cloud.
oh, do it. Nah,
Yeah, yeah.
you have to keep doing it. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's for you.
Not just based on the fact that you do TikTok
Yes.
and stuff like that.
He's
Obviously,
just very
he
like
has a nice heart.
he's very like respectful.
That's the main thing. And obviously, the cultural difference
So
is always
different.
so hard.
And I've just
Yeah.
recently learned that like it's
Yeah.
still new to me. Everything about, you know, the differences between like the culture clash and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But it's good to learn about other cultures as well.
Very.
Yeah,
But
it
do you
is.
ever
Yeah.
think about like this is the hard part with cultural differences,
Mm.
right? Like, do you ever think about your kids, right?
Yes. Like
that-
what language did they learn?
Yeah, like if
all
they
that.
learn like your partner's language or they learn your language or then they're stuck in between. They like have an identity crisis where they're like, what am I? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
I
a
know
lot
what
to
you
think
mean.
about, right?
Yeah.
And that's why my parents always tell me like, go for your own culture, but at the same time, like keep your options open, but go for your own culture because it's easier.
Yes.
But yeah, you know, you eventually have to adapt to
Yeah.
that. Where it's like, oh,
I think everything changed like 2022. You know what? Do
Yeah.
whatever you want. Like marry whoever you want, date whoever you want.
as long as you're happy. I think
Yeah.
that's what they care about the most.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's also the Arab mentality of you just stick to your own kind. But like our generation is more like open with different cultures.
Mm.
Like I was in a public school when I was really young, and then I moved to a private school and it was all just Arabs.
Yeah.
And then after that, after school, university taught me to be more open with
Right.
like And I think that's why education is also important.
It's the same with me. Like
Yeah.
when I went to a private school as well, and I didn't meet many other backgrounds. And university at the start was so hard because you meet Asians, you meet Indians, you meet people that you've never spoken to before.
Very
And you're like,
diverse.
now you got to adapt. But
Yes.
I think university helps so much with that. It helps
Yeah.
so much with like adapting to new cultures. And talking
Even
to
like when I was in private school for almost all my life, and then I went to a public school.
Yeah.
It was like so much different. Like
Yeah.
Oh,
meeting different
yeah,
people,
it's so much
Aussies,
different.
like
It's not
Islanders.
just the culture that you have at home. It's
No,
like
no,
out there,
it's
you
so
know?
different. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. You did something with brothers.
Yes,
the
I
music
can't say
video.
much about it because it's
Oh,
like
you
a
can't?
surprise.
Yeah, yeah.
but they reached out to me and they're like, "Do you want to be in the music video?"
Oh wow,
I was
that's
like,
crazy.
Yes,
That's
let's
mad.
do it.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was
big.
amazing.
What happened with the
They're
horse?
so humble. Oh my gosh, Izzy
The
was on the
horse-
horse.
I saw
I
the
saw
horse.
that
And
TikTok,
then
bro.
What happened
the
with that
horse
video?
started shit everywhere, and the whole room smelled like so bad. So I used my Victoria's Secret perfume.
Oh,
Get rid of the
Came in
smell.
handy,
It
but
was just a lot of things, but
Yeah.
that day really proved how much effort they put in the music video. And
oh yeah, you can tell, man.
Crazy.
Their music videos are
yeah,
crazy.
like just so
They're
much.
it's
so
that goes
good.
into it.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're
So
gonna,
did you have to like act and stuff and just
Yes.
be in the?
I had
That's mad.
I was acting, so it was like
Yeah.
good because it was more like what I do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I like their music. It's like it's different to like drill in a way. It's like
But it's
Yeah.
good.
it's got
yeah.
its own style.
It's got
to
its own
it.
style.
I
It's like
I
Arab
it.
drill in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's different, but a lot of people like they don't understand that the rap scene in Australia. It's still at the start. I feel like it's still
Yeah.
at the start of it, and people they need to be different and they need to like adapt.
But you know,
That's
with
why
like,
they're released trendy as well.
Yeah.
I think I was just really proud to be in as well because they're Arab.
Yeah, yeah,
like, you know what I
100%.
mean? It's
Help your
like-
own kind.
Exactly.
It's so sad because a lot of the
They're
times
blood in a
we don't
way.
help our own kind. We actually put
Yeah.
our own
yeah,
kind
bro,
down.
you
Down.
you
Yeah.
see the
sad.
comments. Like, I sometimes see the comments on
Me
the
too.
brothers.
The amount
like
of
flops,
drama between
flops.
Arabs.
Yeah.
No.
Half the
it's
comments that we
crazy.
get, the hate comments are Arabs.
Yeah.
That's the
yeah.
sad part. It's
Yeah.
it's not like cultures that you know you're meant to think that Arabs are meant to help
Yeah.
Arabs.
Especially for females as well. Like if Muslims, like
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you're wearing a scarf and you're swearing, they're like, oh, you might as well take it off.
Yeah, I know.
And I
it's
feel
like,
bad
come on,
to
man.
see
Oh, I
some of
disagree
friends
with that,
go
yeah,
through
like,
that because
we-
I'm like, let them
Yeah.
be them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. If
exactly.
anything, that's gonna actually force them. Like that's gonna tell them, you know, like to take
It's
it
gonna
off.
drive
But
them away.
You're
Yeah.
gonna actually, if you
Yeah.
want to give someone advice, you give it in a nice way. You don't say, "Oh,
Yeah.
take off the scarf or do
Oh, and the
this."
Yeah,
same
that's
guy
not
will be
right.
hitting up fucking 20 girls.
Yeah. The same
Yeah.
guy would be Snapchatting girls and doing
Yeah.
this and that, and going clubbing
Yeah.
every weekend.
I
But then
know.
he sees a scarf, you do
And
a
it's
little
so
bit of a
funny.
TikTok dance.
Because his mum will never know this side of him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But for a girl, that's where I feel like the
Yes.
stereotype is very tough for girls.
Mm.
Like
Yes.
they get judged a lot more than
Yeah.
guys.
It's
And
different
I
now with
admit it.
like, you know, everyone being so like woke.
Yeah.
But for Arabs, it's
Yeah.
still going to be the same. It's like, you know, our parents were raised very old school and
Yeah.
then they pass it on.
Yeah.
But at the same
Traditions.
time, like, yeah, like traditions, like the girl has to clean around the house,
Yeah.
dishes. I used to always tell my mom, why can't the boys do it? Like, why
Because-
do I have to
Because
do
that's
it?
that's the way tradition is.
Yeah.
Like back in those days, that's what
Yeah.
girls used to do. But now
Yeah.
it's like every girl's like they all have ambition and stuff. So
Yeah.
it's changing. It's good.
Yeah.
But
I think it's a good.
We're
just
very
know,
independent now.
Very independent.
Watch out,
feminist,
boys.
This and that. But
There's a Lebo watching this probably like,
like,
get in the
bro,
kitchen.
my
or
wife
something."
is not
Stay in the kitchen.
She's gonna
Bro,
stay
one of
cook
the
and clean.
comments, I bet you. This was like, stay in the kitchen, bro.
stay in the kitchen. Yeah,
Bro, they've evolved. They're not like that.
bro. My wife can't leave the house. She's got to stay cook and clean. Or I'll go be a plumber.
Bro, say that to a female MMA fighter. Go
bro.
tell her that and you'll get
You'll
fucking
get
your
knocked
head
out.
kicked in.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
yeah,
a
yeah.
different story.
But you have the guys that are okay with it, and then the guys are like, nah.
Yeah, yeah,
know what I
no,
mean?
100%.
Yeah.
Where do you see is the end goal with this? Like, where do you want to take
Gosh.
this? Do you want to be an actor? Do you want to be a rapper? Do you
Honestly, I'm letting God direct the way it goes because, like, I'm just
Yeah.
doing me for now, just like wherever it goes. But I would love to get more into acting as well. 'cause it's
Yeah, I
just
think
been
you're a
my
natural at that.
passion.
I think you're a
Thank
natural,
you.
and I think like especially looking at your skits and stuff, you have that acting ability. Where a lot of people you see him do skits, but you can tell like it's like, fuck it, it's
Yeah,
embarrassing,
yeah.
it's cringy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
I
but
think people started liking it more when it was like the girl and the boy kind of.
yeah,
like,
yeah. You're good at that.
I just act like my brothers and my cousins. That's
yeah,
literally
you draw like
it.
a
Yeah,
beard and stuff.
You
I
saw
think
that
I've
one.
seen it.
That was from On My Block Netflix show of the guy that was like
Oh,
Mexican gangster.
yeah, the
Oh,
Mexican
yeah.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one,
yeah.
yeah.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
But that's good. Like you can act as both roles, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
you know you could
Fair
do
enough.
anything really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about acting. You got to adapt to all the different roles.
Yeah, different. It's very challenging, but
It
that's
is.
what I love about it.
Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
done any acting roles yet?
Yes. So there was one for Housos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You've done that?
And then it was
Nice.
it was so good though because I had a lot of roles because during lockdown it was very hard
Yeah.
because you can't go into a room and then act for the directors and the crew.
Yeah.
So it's more self tapes. You film yourself
Oh,
and then you
okay.
send it to your agent, and she
Oh,
gives it
that's
to
different.
the.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
You're not
So
acting in person.
so I did a lot of the self tapes, but some would reject it, and then some they would be like, okay, we're gonna.
So what? You just
find
take a video of yourself and then send
It's
it
like
to
a
them?
self tape. Like it's basically like setting the camera like this, and then you record. of,
Record
like
what?
how you're basically like talking to to the camera as like the character that you're gonna be.
Do they
acting
give
with.
you the character and then you
Yes,
like,
and
do
then they
that?
give you the script. You,
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
You
That's-
memorize
yeah,
it
it's
and then
alright,
you
yeah.
act it out in front of the camera.
That's interesting. It's
Yeah.
different.
But it was great because I was getting rejected by a lot of the some of the shows and stuff, and then some were like on the side, like inshallah, I'm still gonna like. There's
Yeah.
some that they're like, okay, we want you to do this character.
Yeah.
But Houses was the first one that was like, all right, we want you on it. 'Cause
Oh,
it was-
straight away, yeah.
Yeah, because
That's so good.
It was basically me playing what I do on TikTok,
Oh, okay.
and that's why that
So
was.
is it like
the-
an Arab sort of character?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
Wow.
I can't
Yeah,
wait until
yeah.
it comes out. You guys will see.
Yeah,
it.
I want
It's
to
like
see
I
it.
was basically Shaz's neighbor, the Arab
Oh,
one.
the Arab neighbor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That's
wow.
so
Yeah.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
watch
very
that.
like
Shaz is good as well.
Aussies versus Arabs. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah.
I love
Because
that.
usually with houses, it's like, do they usually show Arabs? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, no, they have a lot of Arabs in the
Oh,
past.
right,
Usher,
okay.
and yeah, no, a lot of like they basically show the whole different types of groups and cultures. They've
Yeah.
got like the Aussies,
Yeah.
they've got like the Lebs. in
Yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
Especially
it's like fat pizza. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
fat-
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
throwback fat pizza, man.
Yeah.
I miss
Bro,
that
have
show.
you seen Paulie? You know Paulie guy?
Paulie
Yeah.
Finish is the person
He's
who's
so
He's
good.
the
Yeah.
director and everything.
Yeah.
He's so
He's
good.
amazing.
He's a good. He's doing like the.
Bro, I
He's
saw
doing
a
this show now
clip.
where it's like he's doing like this
Hmm.
survival
It's like a
thing.
challenge, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
Saz.
challenge. Yeah, Saz.
Yeah, I don't have a TV at home. So
Yeah,
Bro, there was a
I don't
funny-
think much
know
people
what,
watch
like-
TV anyway.
I don't
Yeah.
know what like happens, but like
Yeah.
I've seen some of the videos and they go through so much.
It's so hard and it's so funny because he gets angry.
all
as
Yeah,
army
he's like, I'm gonna
military
fucking
stuff.
smash
It's
his
like
head in.
military, yeah,
Yeah.
And he's a comedian. Like you don't picture him doing that, but it's
No,
different.
not
It's,
at all.
it's nice. I actually enjoy it.
Bro, it was funny. I saw a clip where he's staunching this guy.
Yeah,
He goes,
yeah, he
"Fuck,
got
I'm
the
gonna
shit."
fucking smash your head in. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
so
yeah.
It's good to see like a different side of him.
Yeah,
Where it's like it's
it
actually his true
is,
self. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like
and it was I was very like happy to be part of it because
Yeah.
it's who like I would like make on
yeah,
TikTok.
yeah, no, for sure.
And it like made a huge stepping stone for
Oh,
that.
for
After
sure.
that, straight
Putting
away,
your foot in the door for
yeah.
acting, that's so
and it was
good.
during Houses and then
Yeah.
Brothers official. That
Now
was
you
the
got the
kind of
music
they
video,
messaged
yeah,
me,
yeah,
all
yeah,
that,
100%.
My
So now you-
agent has helped me a lot. God bless.
Oh, you
her.
have an agent
yeah,
as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So she got me into Houses as well.
Oh, right.
Because she was like kind of like directing me. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm still
yeah.
fresh with the acting and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you need someone to sort of give you that direction and show
Is that
you,
like what an
the
agent does?
opportunity.
They
Yeah.
reach
Her
out
name's
and stuff.
Victoria. Shout out to Victoria.
Shout out
If
Victoria.
you're
Yeah.
watching this, I'll send you
Doing a
this part
great
of the
job.
video.
Yeah.
Might have to hit you up.
She'll love it.
I feel like I'm at the Oscars awards. Thank
Yeah.
you, man. Thank
Thanks,
you, Dan.
guys. You
Thanks,
know,
everyone.
how's those? You know, just- Well, so do you plan to do like movies and in the
Acting.
future?
Yeah, I would love to get into it.
Man,
Yeah.
I can't wait, man. I hope you're there in like the biggest movies
Thank
in
you so
Hollywood and
much.
stuff.
Sky's
because
the limit.
Sky's the limit for you, man. And you know, I hope you do well in what you're doing and continue to thrive forward and you know hit 100 million
You guys
followers on
too.
TikTok.
You guys are doing amazing stuff.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
real.
I mean,
Awesome.
as you said, consistency is key, and you
Yeah.
just got to stick
Yeah.
to it. And
Yeah. And I know it gets hard with consistency, but
Yeah.
you just have to train the mind.
that's what it is. At the
Mm.
end of the
Yeah.
day, consistency is key.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, thanks. Honestly, thanks so much for coming
Thank
on.
you
It
so
was
much
a
for
pleasure
having
having
me.
you.
Yeah, the rain wasn't fun.
The
but
rain
It's
didn't
alright,
help,
it's
and
okay.
you know,
that was good.
It was
yeah.
worth it.
No, it was a great podcast. I think we
Yeah.
covered a lot of things, and yeah,
Yeah.
I can't wait till it comes out. You know, we can watch
Yeah.
it.
Thank you
Maybe
so much
part
for
two.
having me.
Thanks for coming on, guys. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Make sure you like. Make sure
Make
you
sure you
subscribe.
like it.
Follow
'cause
Christine,
Christine's coming
yeah.
out.
Send to a friend. Share the link. Send it to your aunties
Follow
on group
Christine
chat.
on everything. Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
put a TikTok and Instagram, and
Thank
yeah,
you.
guys,
I
take
have
care.
a YouTube channel.
Oh, you
Oh,
have
really?
YouTube
Yeah.
as well.
I subscribe as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
Subscribe
subscribe.
to the YouTube
like,
channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm taking over the podcast now, guys.
she's gonna start her own podcast eventually.
Why not, man? Literally, why not?
Why not, man? But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and take care.
Yeah.